Ariel steps into the Land of Sacred Hart, her eyes wide with childlike wonder, a symphony of sights and sounds swirling around her. The vibrant scenery unfolds before Ariel, an endless horizon of dreams waiting to be explored. At Ariel's side, Jophiel stands tall, her smile a beacon of reassurance in this new magical world. Together, Ariel and Jophiel stand ready to embrace the adventures that await in the Land of Sacred Heart. Ariel steps into the sacred preschool, her eyes wide, capturing the classroom's vibrant welcome. Bathed in sunlight, the classroom bursts with playful drawings and colorful decorations, promising a day of wonder. St. Michael greets Ariel with a gentle smile, his presence a beacon of warmth and reassurance.
Welcome, Ariel. We're so glad to have you join us.
I'm happy to be here.
Ariel's gaze sweeps across her new classmates. Lucifer, Lilith, Gabriel, Angela, Germaine, and Chloe. Anticipating the joy of making new friends, Ariel, eyes wide with wonder, stands near the sandbox, drawn to the enigmatic whispers of the morning. At a quaint table, Lucifer and Lilith engage in a discussion far beyond their years, their intelligence a beacon in the tender atmosphere. Lilith's gaze is intense, matching Lucifer's, as they explore subjects beyond their age. Ariel's curiosity grows, her attention captivated by the unusual intelligence radiating from Lucifer and Lilith. Ariel stands near the shelves, her bright eyes reflecting the vibrant colors of toys. Gabriel and Angela sit quietly, their focused expressions revealing a shared purpose. Their eyes lift, gentle curiosity coloring their gaze. As they observe Ariel, in this haven of innocence, Gabriel and Angela appear distinct, their purity shining through. The preschool is filled with wonder, each moment a brushstroke in a masterpiece of childhood. Ariel stands at the entrance, her bright eyes betraying a mix of nervousness and anticipation. She spots Germaine and Chloe near a toy castle, their laughter echoing like a sweet melody. Ariel approaches them cautiously, her heart pounding with a mixture of hope and trepidation. As Ariel and Germaine talk, an undeniable connection sparks between them. Ariel steals glances at Germaine, her heart fluttering with excitement. Sunlight floods the sacred preschool, illuminating the scene as St. Michael stands near Ariel and Germaine. St. Michael asks with calm authority,
Ariel, tell me, what is your soul's deepest desire?
Ariel, beaming with eagerness, declares,
I feel ready to perform my duties.
St. Michael turns to Germaine.
Germaine, and you?
Germaine, with matching zeal, echoes,
I feel ready to perform my duties.
A deafening blast shatters the peace of the schoolyard, sending shockwaves through the air.
There is something out of the ordinary happening in the play yard. I should get a closer look. I should take the children to the safe haven until I investigate.
St. Michael escorts all his preschool students, Chloe, Lucifer, Lilith, Gabriel, and Angela to the safe haven in the basement of the preschool. Chloe notices Ariel and Germaine are missing and asks Lucifer,
Have you seen Ariel and Germaine?
No, I haven't, but I do believe they went outside to see what happened.
Ariel and Germaine sneak out the back door covered with St. Michael's coat that was hanging in the classroom on the coat rack, so they wouldn't be seen, and so that they could see what was happening outside in the play yard. Ariel says,
Come on, Germaine. Let's go see what's happening.
Germaine says,
Why are you so curious about what's happening? We should have gone with our classmates to the safe haven. It doesn't look safe for us out here.
Ariel says,
Oh, it's not that I'm really curious, but nothing dark has ever entered this sacred land, so I kind of want to know why it's happening now.
Germaine says,
Everything is not meant to be known, and I think we should be obedient.
Ariel says,
My gut tells me we should get a closer look. Are you in, Germaine?
Of course. I don't want you to get hurt.
Chloe says to Lucifer in the safe haven,
I believe Ariel and Germaine went outside instead of following us to the safe haven, like you said.
They will be fine with the help of St. Michael. He will protect them.
Angela says with fear.
I hope they don't get hurt.
Amidst the chaos, St. Michael leads the terrified students toward the safety shelter. Ariel and Germaine, defying instructions, cling to St. Michael's coat, their curiosity outweighing their fear. Hidden beneath the protective folds of St. Michael's coat, Ariel and Germaine's eyes widen as they try to catch a glimpse of the unfolding scene. The schoolyard is now a scene of uncontrolled panic as St. Michael shields the children, his face a mask of determination. The once joyful schoolyard descends into chaos, swings contorting and slides collapsing under the assault of dark forces. Suddenly a blinding light pierces through the turmoil, signaling the arrival of a divine protector. St. Michael appears, his presence radiating warmth and power, a beacon of hope against the encroaching darkness. St. Michael sees Ariel and Germaine, with their faces etched with fear, and responds with a gentle, reassuring smile. With a benevolent gesture, he extends his hands, summoning forth shimmering protective gear for the children. 2 sets of shimmering gold protective gear materialize before them, a sign of hope amidst the destruction. Ariel, Germaine, and St. Michael stand united against the encroaching darkness. Determination hardens their youthful features as they brace themselves against the unseen forces. Their small bodies radiate an unexpected strength, pushing back shadows that dare to encroach upon their sacred space. St. Michael's voice rings out with unwavering conviction.
You both are brave. You are the gifted ones. I guess you really are ready to perform your duties, but next time, when authority is given to do so, you could have been hurt.
His words echo through the sunlit yard, imbuing Ariel and Germaine with renewed resolve. Together, they stand as a beacon of hope, their combined strength a bulwark against the encroaching darkness. It was the summer right before grade school began. Ariel and her classmates, Germaine, Gabriel, Angela, Lucifer, Lilith, and Chloe decided to do a play date together since they enjoyed each other's company so well in school and had gotten to know each other better. Ariel and Germaine didn't know for sure if they would be grouped together again when school started, so they took advantage of their play date.
I sure hope that when school starts again that we all are in the same class. It would be nice to be in class with familiar faces.
I hope so too. Interesting things always seem to happen when we are all together. It feels good to come together right before school starts again.
It does, doesn't it? I hope we have more time together to do things like this when school starts.
I heard that most of the time, when a group starts out together in school, they stay grouped at least all the way up to high school.
It's true, Chloe. Unless, of course, you advanced before time.
I want to be in class with you all. I'm the only one being trained for what I'm learning, and would like to be within a group.
That's up to the leadership team in town to decide if you will be grouped like my classmates and I am. You can always ask, but it's not something I can decide. If it was up to me, I would group you.
They took advantage of the free day they all had together in the sacred Land of Hart's Memorial Park and had loads of fun until the sky began to darker. For whatever reason, darkness seems to follow this group because the sky became really gray, which never happens in the sacred Land of Hearts, and out of nowhere, there were dark forces invading the land once again, with the same group of children being involved.
Go back to which you came.
Return through this portal from which you came.
Return to sender.
Boom, and you outta here.
Stay away from my family and return to which you came.
I don't know why you're here and who sent you, but I'm returning you back to wherever you came.
I'm returning all the dark forces in our land back to where they came.
Ariel was beginning to think they were being tested because trouble seems to always follow them. From a distance, St. Michael witnessed these 7 small souls defeat darkness together as a team, and in that moment decides they should stay grouped together.
It's something special about this group. They work together flawlessly, as if they have always worked together. I came to help, and they handled themselves like professionals. This group is gifted.
Ariel and her classmates enter the sacred grade school, their young faces eager with anticipation. Saint Haniel stands before them, a figure of serene authority and wisdom. Saint Haniel's voice resonates through the hall.
Today, we will delve into the art of sensory skills and the crucial ability to detect danger.
The students step into fairyland, the air alive with the promise of creativity. Before Lucifer and Lilith, the landscape unfolds, miniature in scale, yet boundless in imagination. The environment bursts with colors, a vibrant tapestry of fantastical flora and fauna. Each step is a journey into a realm where creativity knows no bounds, imagination takes flight. Sunlight floods the fairyland workshop, motes of dust dancing in the golden rays. Mr. Tinker, a kindly old fairy, beams at his eager students, his spectacles perched on his nose. He gestures towards a table laden with magical crafting supplies, inviting them to create.
All right, my little sprites. Today's lesson is all about imagination.
Mr. Tinker exclaims. Ariel, a young angel with shimmering wings, sits hunched over her workbench, her brow furrowed in frustration. Sunlight floods the fairyland workshop, illuminating a hive of activity. Ariel sits hunched over her workbench, her shimmering wings slightly crumpled, her face a mask of discouragement. Laughter echoes as Ariel's classmates effortlessly conjure shimmering orbs and weave intricate spells. Ariel watches, a wave of despair washing over her as she struggles with her own magic.
I fear I won't earn my wings.
In the heart of fairyland, Germaine notices Ariel wrestling with her potion, his expression thoughtful. Germaine watches Ariel, contemplating offering his assistance. Germaine approaches, gently offering.
Ariel, would you like some help after class? I could show you a trick or two.
Ariel's face lights up with hope.
Really? That would be amazing, Germaine. Thank you.
Ariel's gratitude fills the workshop as she eagerly accepts Germaine's offer. Germaine smiles warmly, pleased to help Ariel master her potion-making skills. In the heart of Fairyland Village, Ariel and Germaine collaborate, unaware of the impending darkness. A serene day shatters as a sinister presence descends upon Fairyland Village, disrupting the peace. The tranquility of their work is violently interrupted as a destructive force tears through the village. Germaine turns sharply, his expression shifting from concentration to stark realization. The idyllic village transforms into a battleground as the dark force unleashes its fury, challenging the heroes. Ariel and Germaine share a known look, the weight of a dark secret settling heavily between them. The vibrant colors of Fairyland offer a stark contrast to the shadows that creep ever closer. With a shared silent agreement, Ariel and Germaine begin to focus their inner strength. Their eyes glow with the burgeoning magical power that surges within them. They unite their thoughts, their wills merging as one. Together, they stand ready to unleash a spell of immense power, hoping to protect Fairyland. Ariel and Germaine stand united, their hands reaching out as if to embrace the entire realm. A palpable surge of magical energy erupts from them, a beacon of hope against the encroaching shadows. The magical energy intensifies, visibly pushing back against an unseen darkness that threatens to consume Fairyland. With a final, concerted burst of power, they unleash a wave of light and energy with determined faces. A shimmering protective field materializes, enveloping Fairyland in a warm, comforting embrace. In the heart of Fairyland Village, a crowd gathers, their faces radiant with gratitude. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you, Germaine. The villagers' voices echo with heartfelt appreciation. The villagers proclaim, "For your bravery, you are hereby named honorary members of Fairyland." Ariel and Germaine are celebrated as heroes, their bravery forever etched in Fairyland's lore. Ariel returns to the sacred Land of Hearts, her presence echoing in the hallowed halls. In the heart of the training room, Ariel stands motionless, her eyes sealed, her mind seeking mastery. She focuses on mastering perception and intuition. Sunlight drenches the classroom as Ariel leans over her desk, brow furrowed in intense concentration. Lost in thought, she chews on the end of her pencil, her eyes darting between the textbook and her meticulously crafted notes. The air is thick with the quiet hum of focused energy, the scratching of pens and the rustling of papers. Driven by ambition, Ariel works tirelessly, pushing herself to exceed every goal, every expectation. The promise of a unicorn shimmers in her mind, a beacon guiding her through the arduous task of finishing grade school at the very top. Ariel's determination hardens as she envisions the future. Success and recognition await. In the radiant morning, Ariel and her classmates journey towards school, their voices blending with the vibrant landscape. Whispers of anticipation fill the air as the students eagerly wonder who will be chosen by a unicorn. The vibrant scenery suddenly gives way to a single withering flower, its drooping petals a stark contrast to the lively surroundings. The flower's sad state is a stark reminder of mortality. Ariel pauses, her gaze drawn to the withering flower. The flower's fading beauty captures her attention. A spectral vision unfolds. Darkness corrupts a flower, stealing its life. Ariel raises her hands, chanting in an ancient tongue, her power resonating through the land.
Reverse what was done and return to life.
The flower blooms anew, its vitality restored by Ariel's pure energy.
Good work, Ariel. You are very perceptive. Saint Haniel would be proud. Good work, Ariel. The question I really want to know is why this one flower was dying and all the rest around it aren't.
That's a good question, Gabriel. The sacred land of hearts is where everything lives. Do you all think that something was purposely done to it, like poison or something?
That's exactly what it is, but why?
If it was done purposely, there is an enemy among us. We should share our findings with Saint Haniel.
She has mastered perception and intuition. Sunlight pierces through the classroom, illuminating the faces of children gathered around Saint Haniel. Ariel's voice trembles as she shared with her teacher.
I brought a flower back to life that someone poisoned. Nothing dies in this land, so this was done on purpose.
Her eyes widen, haunted by a vision as she shares.
I saw something. A vision, maybe?
Her voice drops to a whisper, painting a grim picture.
Everything was dark, and the school was crumbling.
Saint Haniel listens intently, her serene gaze never wavering as Ariel recounts her vision. Saint Haniel shared,
We live in a sacred land. I'm sure you are only reliving a moment from preschool. Everything will be fine.
Saint Haniel radiates serene joy, a beacon of hope for the students. Saint Haniel's voice resonates with inspiration.
Ariel, your leadership has inspired us all, and to each of you for your remarkable teamwork and understanding. I am pleased to award you all a unicorn.
The students erupt in cheers, their faces lit with disbelief and pure elation at the extraordinary reward. In the radiant sacred land of hearts, a circle of students beams with anticipation, their faces lit by the warm sunlight. Each student receives their unicorn, a symbol of their hard work and dedication, marking a significant milestone in their journey.
I'm so happy that we all got the opportunity to have a unicorn. Now everyone is happy.
The air buzzes with excitement as students celebrate this pivotal moment, their laughter echoing through the sacred land. They eagerly anticipate the adventures of middle school, ready to face new challenges with courage and enthusiasm. The sacred land of hearts becomes a stage for dreams, where each unicorn symbolizes the promise of growth and discovery. On a shimmering path, I walk towards school, anticipation dancing in the air. Germaine appears, a familiar face amidst the fairy tale setting.
It's great to see you, Germaine. What did you learn over the break?
I did a lot of training in Fairyland to perfect my magical gifts and some community work in the sacred land of hearts.
Germaine recounts adventures in Fairyland, mirroring my own, yet strangely, our paths never crossed. We share our eager anticipation for the school year, our conversation filled with shared ambition. At the school entrance, a reunion unfolds as I join Chloe, Gabriel, and Angela, their faces lit with excitement.
We've already started learning healing. It's amazing.
Her voice bubbling with joy. Gabriel and Angela nod in agreement, their expressions reflecting shared experiences. I feel inspired by their enthusiasm and our collective drive. I reflect, a sense of purpose washing over me. The school entrance transforms into a hub of ambition as we prepare to embark on a new chapter. In the school hall, Archangel Haniel and Archangel Uriel await, their presence commanding respect. The gigantic Wheel of Fortune looms outside in the community, large for everyone to see in passing.
Welcome back, students. We will be focusing on healing with your hearts and minds, Archangel Haniel announces.
Archangel Ariel Els.
And I will guide you in leadership in the history of our land.
A sense of readiness permeates the hall, embracing the challenges and the unknown future. Outside Sacred Heart Hospital, souls gather, shimmering softly in the tranquil light, embodying a hushed reverence. They coalesce, poised and expectant, as they prepare for their healing exams. An unspoken tension hangs heavy in the air, a blend of nervous anticipation and hopeful longing between Chloe and Lucifer. The weight of expectation presses down on Lilith and Ariel, a familiar burden carried in this ethereal gathering. The hospital pulses with life, a sanctuary where healing battles despair. Nurses weave through corridors, their every move a dance of mercy and precision. Among them, older souls find solace, their stories etched in every wrinkle. The recently injured clutch at hope, their eyes reflecting a fragile resilience. An invisible energy surges through the halls, invigorating yet overwhelming, as life and death converge.
There is such an eerie feeling going down this hallway. Is it my nerves?
Ariel enters the healing room and met with an oppressive darkness. Black smoke thickens, heavy with a palpable negativity around Ariel. My senses reel. An unseen force attempts to drain Ariel's vitality, drawing her into its abyss. A wave of disquiet washes over Ariel as she struggles against the encroaching black shadows. In the healing room, a sudden astral projection from Ariel sends ripples of unease.
Help me, please. There is something I cannot see, but feel taking my breath.
Hold on, Ariel. We are coming to help you. Just hold tight for as long as you can.
My ethereal form materializes, instantly alerting the instructor to the unfolding crisis. Panic escalates as Ariel grapples with an unseen force, draining her essence. The room's atmosphere shifts, as my classmates Germaine and Gabriel begin to notice the growing disturbance.
We're on our way, Ariel.
Just hold on. We're heading your way.
The draining intensifies, and the healing room is filled with palpable tension.
Oh no, I can't breathe. Guys, please hurry.
In the healing room, classmates Germaine,
I'm here to help.
Gabriel,
We are all here to help you, Ariel. Keep holding on.
Lilith,
Yeah, Ariel. Try to hold on and take a deep breath just like this.
Lucifer, Chloe,
We will shine our light.
and Angela unite, their combined strength a bulwark against the encroaching dark energy on Ariel.
Let's come together, class, and help Ariel by shining our light.
Instructor stands steadfast, guiding the collective effort with unwavering resolve. A surge of light emanates from the group, pushing back against the shadows. The darkness recoils Ariel, its advance halted by the unified power of light. The room fills with a radiant glow, washing away the remnants of the dark energy.
Okay, class, gather around. You did a great job today, and I'm very proud of you all.
Exhausted but victorious, the instructor and the classmates Germaine.
Wow, that was intense. Glad that's over. Woo!
Gabriel, Lilith.
I wonder why and how darkness came in and how we can stop it in the future.
That's a really good question, Lilith. But my question is, why to Ariel? And Angela stand together, in the healing room now bathed in serenity.
I wonder why I was singled out on my exam from this dark, unseen force. I will have to get to the bottom of these random attacks, with or without help. It's something not right.
On the woven mat, exhaustion clings to Ariel even in victory. The instructor, with a gentle gaze, infuses healing energy into my weary body. I wince as the potent force surges through my veins, repairing bone and easing muscle, the surge visible. The weight of the recent battle etches itself upon Ariel's face as I stare into the emptiness, shaken by the experience. After a period of recuperation, my spirit is renewed, and I stand ready to face the healing exam once more. With newfound determination, I approach the hospital, each step a testament to my unwavering resolve.
I believe I am ready this time to take my healing exam. I was ready before, but something interrupted. I feel there is something strange happening in this sacred land, and I'm determined to find out.
The hospital looms before me, a silent sentinel of healing and hope. I fix my gaze upon a new soul, a beacon of opportunity to prove the healing prowess that burns within me. Ariel approaches the new soul. Determination radiates from me, ready to prove my abilities. Ariel stands tall, ready to demonstrate her healing abilities.
I'm ready when you are to take the exam again.
Healing energy courses through the room, a strong force of healing energy. The healer feels a surge of accomplishment, a quiet triumph. A gentle pulse of energy flows, connecting Ariel and Angela. The room is filled with a sense of peace, a sanctuary of healing. The healer, Ariel, stands, absorbing the positive energy.
I'm truly glad that the healing exam is over with.
The weight of expectation lifts as the grades arrive, bathed in the warm glow of success. A wave of relief washes over Ariel, erasing the long nights and relentless pressure. Pride swells within as I realize the hard work has finally paid off. The hospital fades into a backdrop as my world narrows to this moment of triumph. A sense of accomplishment settles in, solidifying my path and purpose. Finally, Ariel has proven herself, silencing doubts and embracing a future full of promise. The imposing facade of Sacred Heart High looms, a stark contrast to the innocence of middle school. The school stands as a foreboding symbol. Its sheer magnitude hints at the challenges and changes ahead. The doors to Sacred Heart High stand as a gateway to a new world. A world of unknown expectations and daunting possibilities. The building stands tall and silent. The hallways of Sacred Heart High unfold, each corner whispering tales of countless students who have walked the same path. An ethereal choir's voices resonate, drawing everyone closer with their siren call. The sound grows, an irresistible invitation to a world of harmony and hidden secrets. Each note promises a deeper connection, a shared experience that transcends the ordinary. The melodies weave through the air, painting vivid images of unity and belonging. The echoes of the voices linger, creating an atmosphere of both mystery and profound peace. In the choir room, voices rise in a symphony of ethereal beauty, blending in perfect harmony. Captivated, I watch as my classmates and I exchange excited glances, a silent pact forming between us. A silent agreement passes between us, a shared understanding of the allure of this new art form. We are inspired, drawn to the magnetic pull of this newfound artistic expression. The music swells, filling the room with its transcendent beauty, enveloping us in its embrace. Our hearts beat in unison with the music, a collective awakening to the power of art. Sunlight floods the meditation hall, motes of dust dancing in golden rays, creating a serene atmosphere. Archangel Uriel radiates peace, guiding the meditation with a gentle presence. Angela and Gabriel sit with effortless grace, their faces reflecting inner peace. I struggle to quiet my mind, frustration tightening as I battle for inner stillness. Sunlight bathes the performing arts studio, igniting the souls entwined with art. Germaine stands poised before his easel, a brush held firmly in his hand. His brush dances across the canvas, each stroke revealing his mastery.
I think I will call this one my masterpiece.
I stand surrounded by clay, my fingers searching for the forms hidden within. Ariel experiments with different forms, each touch shaping my vision. The studio resonates with the energy of creation, each piece a testament to the artist's soul. Sunlight floods the classroom as teenage voices fill the air, buzzing with plans and dreams.
Lucifer, where do you think we will end up doing as adults? I don't really have a desire to do what we were really trained to do.
Lilith, we should be obedient, but I think I may have a plan for us to actually do something different, but you will need to trust me.
Students share their aspirations, unaware of the turmoil brewing within me.
I would love to teach. I think I have a special gift for it. What do you think, Angela?
I know you do, and I was thinking the same for myself.
Their discussions of personal desires and future paths spark a conflict within me. I'm wrestling with obedience and ambition.
Germaine, I know you have been hearing the chatter about spinning the wheel of destiny. if you haven't already chosen or had a career chosen for you before high school graduation?
Yeah, I heard from Lucifer to be exact. But I have been selected to go on assignment with St. Michael. It's a special assignment, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I was handpicked.
Do you think that it's strange that a soul our age knows things we know nothing about? I almost feel like something is happening around us and we don't know.
A little bit. But Lucifer isn't the only one that knows a lot of history of our land. Lilith, and a few others as well. If you want to know more, you can go to the library. They may have done so.
You're right. If I want to know more, I can always read more about our land. Thanks, Germaine.
No problem.
The weight of expectation settles heavily as I struggle to reconcile my path. Under the open sky, classmates unite in their gifts, forging bonds stronger than steel. Laughter echoes as their abilities sharpen, a symphony of growth and friendship. Their powers intermingle, creating a vibrant tapestry of shared strength and purpose. The air vibrates with camaraderie, a sanctuary from the relentless demands of their studies. Sunlight floods the choir room through stained glass windows, illuminating dust motes in the air. Lucifer stands center stage, bathed in golden light. His angelic voice fills the space, each note perfect, each phrase celestial. I stand in the shadows, listening, acutely aware of Lucifer's undeniable talent.
Wow, Lucifer's voice sounds really beautiful.
A stark contrast emerges between Lucifer's skill and my own struggles. A familiar ache of inadequacy settles in my chest.
Our voices sound really beautiful together.
The school bell's final ring unleashes a flood of students, celebrating the end of the school season. Among the jubilant crowd, some students display ethereal, shimmering wings, symbols of their academic achievements. We stand apart, watching the winged students, a wave of disappointment washing over me and Chloe. Our hands remain empty and shoulders slumped as the reality of not earning our wings sinks in. At the high school stables, a winged horse awaits, a bittersweet gift under the open sky. Black Stag, the winged horse, appears, a consolation that stirs a flicker of happiness. I reach out to Black Stag, a touch that tempers the ache for true acknowledgement. Ariel stands with Black Stag, a black horse with wings, with solace found amid lingering desire. In the Wheel of Destiny chamber, Chloe and I stand as the chosen few, facing the looming wheel. We are alone, singled out from our class, the weight of fate heavy on our shoulders. The air is thick with uncertainty, anticipation hangs heavy, a palpable shroud. Our breaths are held, our hearts pound in unison as we await the unknown. The Wheel of Destiny looms, an ancient arbiter of fate, promising either triumph or despair. Destiny's call echoes in the silence, binding us to an uncertain future. In the Wheel of Destiny chamber, Ariel and Chloe stand, our hearts pounding with each echoing beat. Chloe spins first. Ariel spins the ancient Wheel of Destiny, second. The massive wheel groans and colors blur into a swirling vortex. The wheel slows, the clicking grows louder, each second stretching into an eternity. With a decisive thud, the wheel stops, the directive glowing with ethereal light. Ancient words etched in script reveal the directive. Have patience and learn more about the law of the land and protect this sacred land. The decree echoes in the chamber, a solemn vow taken in the heart of destiny. The weight of the call settles heavily, reshaping my understanding of purpose and direction. A path unfurls, beckoning towards law and protection, challenging the familiar. The familiar grounds of the school now seem different, charged with new significance and anticipation. The weight of the directive transforms into a quiet resolve, ready to embrace the challenges. A subtle shift within me, a growing sense of responsibility is taking root in my soul. The land calls to me, its silent plea weaving through the air, urging protection and care. In this moment, a vow is made.
I will safeguard this sacred ground to honor its delicate balance. This is a very new experience for me, but I accept the challenge.
A profound sense of destiny washes over me as I feel the weight of responsibility settle upon my shoulders. Higher Learning Academy. The Higher Learning Academy was where a lot of us came to study everything related to whatever we spinned on the Wheel of Destiny related to the field of study. It's where you come to get the fundamentals and deep dive more into what makes it happen. My old classmates Gabriel and Angela taught at Sacred Heart College. They were the most patient souls I had ever encountered and were perfect for my instructors. Archangel Michael taught the law classes. He was the head of the war department and taught training classes as well. I was excited about working with him again. I was such a small soul when we first encountered each other, and to actually be taught by an instructor that was once at the level I was and is now an archangel with his own division was inspiring. For me to take what I learn here and use it proudly every day. The classes taught to me by former classmates, Gabriel and Angela, were the hardest for me, because my thoughts weren't staying focused enough to manifest things with my mind. Since we were former classmates, they worked with me after class to help me achieve being and staying focused on my thoughts and having patience. I was very grateful for them, and I was able to achieve patience and staying focused by the time I was done at the school for higher learning. Working with Archangel Michael was totally different because there were so many moving parts on the field, and we learned in the classroom as well. I was used to having my classmates from childhood with me, but this time it's just Chloe and me. But Chloe was taking a different field of study. I would see her occasionally as we walked to classes, but our assignments and learning were different. Chloe and I were the only ones from our former class to receive a horse after high school, but your horse chooses you, we don't choose it. Everyone else from my former class either excel right after high school or got promoted. My horse was black and most of the other horses in the land were white, so for the only black horse in the land, and she chose me, says we are both one of a kind. I'm very attached to Black Stag, and there is a small piece of me that doesn't want to get larger wings because of the love I have for her. Getting my wings would mean releasing her for another soul to share and use for their time of need as with me. I learned to have patience and let go of the idea of holding on to Black Stag because someone else will need her like I did, and like I do, and they will need protection too, just like she protects me. There were several incidents on my way to school and even on the way home that I hurt myself by accident, and she was there as an aid and helped and healed me. It seemed as if I learned more about myself during the time I was in higher learning school. It taught me to take the high road as well. We had a test, several tests to be exact, on how to attack, when not to attack, and formation with Archangel Michael. If we weren't in shape when we started, we were by the end of the school season. Graduating from Higher Learning Academy was approaching, finally and patiently, for me to complete. At the end of graduation, Archangel Michael will be selecting 6 of his top students to work with him and train with him on his army and develop their skills even further to serve in the sacred Land of Hearts. Official War Department, the training is intense, but so worth it to do because of the things you may or may not ever encounter on your path, but you will already be prepared and skilled for if the time ever arrives. I prefer not to be confrontational, but when being approached with it, his techniques work flawlessly and effectively so far, and I plan to use them if I ever have to. In order to be selected as the 6, you will have to be able to do a play-by-play of everything that was taught and do it in the field. The last 6 standing would be selected. This test was the longest test to take in the field and the hardest because there were a lot of us, but it would prove that I am worthy of earning bigger wings in the end, and that's all I could think about. I also couldn't get that formation and all the strategic plans we made during class out of my head. It was like second nature for me now, and it all goes back to the day in high school that I spin the wheel of destiny, that I'm here in the first place. After hours and hours on the field, we finally had the top 6, and I was a part of it. Hard work paid off. Upon completion, the top 6 received their signed and sworn paperwork to begin working with Archangel Michael, along with their completion paperwork. I was excited. I haven't received my bigger wings yet, but well on my way with patience, and I still had my Black Stag for a little while longer, so I was overjoyed. Archangel Michael is my mentor.
What a beautiful place to live.
It is the first day of work, and I'm excited because I have completed basic school knowledge to perform real soul duties in the sacred Land of Hearts. I didn't realize that I would have to work so closely with souls that lived in the town who were just everyday citizens. Part of my job included working directly under Archangel Michael's orders in battle and in the town. It was so quiet in the town sometimes that it made my job a bit boring. I would oftentimes ask for extra training with Archangel Michael when he was free to do so during our downtime to keep my skills fresh because I wasn't using them as often. Most of my job, when not in the town, required me to spend a lot of time at the courthouse, where the highest and last judge you wanted to see was Spirit. If you were going up against judgment with Spirit, you did the highest crime of any soul in the land. We had a few other judges, but they only look into lower-level crimes, and the punishment and sentencing was a lot less harsh. The first week of my new job duties, I ran across former classmates, Lucifer and Lilith. They both worked in the area where souls that were punished were held. They oversaw them and made sure they didn't try to escape, and that they finished their sentence. I wasn't surprised that this was their duty, because they were good souls and even better angels. I realized after seeing so many souls behind bars that the town wasn't as pure as I thought, and that my job was much needed to keep it safe. Many good angels were kicked out of the sacred Land of Hearts for being disobedient, and why Archangel Michael had us work so hard in the first place, because anything can happen. With the angels, their strength is unmatched sometimes. The experience the first week with Archangel Michael made me realize that there were still many things I have not learned about law, so I decided to go to law school to represent those souls behind bars that cannot speak for themselves. I enrolled in law school the same day I decided I wanted to. It took a little time for my enrollment because I had to be in my job duty for a certain period of time before I could apply for more schooling, but that was okay. I still had to do my current duties with Archangel Michael while attending school. Many of the souls that were behind bars really were in there for no reason at all, and I knew after speaking with a few that I needed to go and speak on their behalf to make sure they weren't being punished for someone else's crime. A few of them were in there because they decided not to spin the wheel of fortune or the wheel of destiny. They wanted to live their lives carefree and decide their own fate, and some actually did commit a crime, bringing harm to others, and those I could not protect. Listening to them speak of why they were even in there in the first place motivated me even more to become a lawmaker and try to enforce new laws that would prevent innocent souls from being behind bars. It took a while, but I was finally enrolled in law school. I learned everything there was to know about being in the field. Now I wanted to be of service to those in the courtroom. Law school took a while to complete, but so worth it to do. Every chance I got, I pleaded with Spirit to consider changing some of the laws in the land. In some cases, he took in my consideration, and in others, it was a flat-out no. He replied that,
"How many times do we need to go over this? The rules that are in place are to protect everyone, and I will not put all my souls at risk to protect just one soul, or a few, when the goal is to protect all."
I understood. I haven't finished school yet, but my ambitious nature intimidated all the other law officials. My efforts have improved the law system. I could feel the evil eye of many in the sacred Land of Hearts, because some of my efforts have improved the law system, something many of them have tried to do for some time, but were unable to do.
And why should I?
I was even more motivated and worked 10 times harder at what I was doing because it meant my efforts are working. Given the evil eye gave me more fuel for my fire. The time was drawing near where I am about to complete law school, which is long overdue. Working with Archangel Michael and going to law school all at the same time took a lot of effort and hard work, but I am so glad I did it. I now have to take the bar exam to be accepted as an attorney at law. Preparing for this exam was harder for me more than any exam I have ever taken in any of the schools I attended. I can hear the whispers in town. Many are hoping I fail the exam so that I would not practice law or give up hope on souls I worked so hard to save from being behind bars. Some have even said to me that I hope you fail that exam.
I hope you fail and never pass that exam. I like things the way they are.
Pass or fail, I can always take until I pass, so all they did was fuel my fire yet again to move forward in a way that would help others. Archangel Michael stopped me on my way in to talk to me right before I took the bar exam. He asked,
"Do you remember how you felt before and after you spin the wheel on the Wheel Fortune? And what it led to you doing right now? Some things you may not understand right in the moment, but it will make sense to you later.
No one knows you better than the Creator himself and what's best for you. Always remember that. I do remember, and I was just thinking the same thing. Thank you. My former classmates Saint Germaine, Gabriel, Angela, Lucifer, Lilith, and Chloe from grade school all showed up to support me and encourage me that I would do well. They all prayed for me at the temple the day before, and I also prayed at the temple for myself. The amount of love shown to me today was far more rewarding to me than anyone could truly know. And I came in here today, took that exam, and passed with flying colors. Wow, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Haha, I passed. That's what I'm talking about. Not long after I passed my bar exam, I noticed a difference in the community and how they responded to each other. I decided to go to the temple and speak with the priest, Most High, and asked him to pray with me and meditate with me to unite the Land of Sacred Hearts. I got an alarming message from Lucifer saying that he couldn't wait years for me to make changes to the law as a lawmaker and that he's about to do something now.
You've come to the right place, Ariel. We will need to ensure the safety of the citizens in case trouble is nearing.
There was a major divide among us that was starting to get out of control.
Welcome, everyone, and come in.
Souls were starting to form rebellious acts all around, and even some of the law enforcements were involved, and it made it much more difficult to enforce the law of the land when there were so many of law enforcements hiding behind the scenes encouraging bad behavior. It had gotten to the point where you couldn't trust anyone, and you had to only rely on intuition. The acts had gotten so bad in the city that Archangel Michael, Priest Most High, and me decided to protect the citizens of the land by moving them into a much safer environment.
You will be responsible for getting everyone to safety.
Small groups at a time, to keep them all from getting hurt.
Do you need help with that?
All the training I had done previously with Archangel Michael will need to be used because darkness had invaded our land.
What do you think you're gonna do with that sword, little girl?
I'm gonna take you down with it. Souls were protesting to have free will at the way they wanted to live professionally in the Land of Sacred Hearts and the angels. Even some promoted wanted to do something totally different. All of those options were something our land provided without the divide, but some took more time than others, and Spirit always knew our greatest desires way before we ever did.
I never thought I would see the day that so much darkness would invade this land, but I had my suspicions.
But yet, everyone's perception was different, and some didn't want to put in the work or the time, so instead, a great war began. I never thought I would ever see the day that a war would break out in such a sacred land, the place that's been so good to me, my homeland, and now being destroyed in the blink of an eye by angels and souls. I was really surprised that two of my classmates, top students of the class, Lucifer and Lilith, were involved. They released all the dark forces in the underworld in our land and fought against me instead of with me this time. Angelic beings are forbidden from the underworld unless ordered to do so. I guess Spirit always knew this day would come because of the way he had us trained. I hadn't received my larger wings like my other classmates, but I fought this war just as hard. I first fought Lucifer, which was usually hard to do because he has bigger wings, and his powers are more intense. Then I fought with Lilith, which I never thought I would have to do because we were always on the same side. Then Saint Germaine intervened.
Give it up, Ariel. You can never beat me. I've been trained for this.
Never. I've been trained for this too, or did you forget? Saint Germaine and Lucifer fought, which was really hard to watch because they were like brothers.
How far do you really think fighting your brother will get you? Huh?
Manipulation won't work with me. I fight for what's right, even if that means I have to take you down.
And of course, Lilith jumped in for Lucifer, just like Saint Germaine did for me, and I became conflicted.
You will have to get through me first.
That won't be a problem.
My heart was in pieces at the time I fought because I lost comrades to the other side and my home was being destroyed. All I could think about with confliction was moments of our childhood that we played, stood, and fought united and now divided. All I could think was that all the work I did to protect souls in the courtroom were for nothing if I had to end up fighting on the battlefield anyway. Angels had fallen from grace, and so did souls when this fight was over and done with. I gave everything I had in this war.
You asked me to trust you, and look where we are. I think you should trust me now.
Fine. I'm listening.
Ariel and Germaine teamed up, along with Archangel Michael, for that final blow. When we were done, all the angels that fell to the earth destroyed it as they fell. All the angels that fell weren't destroyed, but their souls destroyed the earth and their essence still existed. Their souls lurked the earth, and they were bound by spirit to do as he ordered as punishment to be responsible for the underworld. That was the job no one wanted for a lifetime, but 2 of my best classmates' souls were ordered to do so, whether they wanted to or not.
I think it's high time you listen to me. You asked me to trust you, and now we stuck as guardians of the underworld.
I'm sorry, Lilith. I didn't think for a second that things would go down like that, but we will figure out a way out of this.
Their souls showed spirit that the underworld is where they wanted to spend eternity, and my heart was hurt by it, hurt by all of it.
Your new assignments will be to the underworld, since you like to spend so much time there.
When I took my last blow, I fell to the ground and was out for a while. Gabriel and Angela worked on me until I finally opened my eyes, and that's when I learned of everything that happened. All I could think of next is now what? What can I do? When I finally came to my strength, I decided to help with the cleanup efforts in the Land of Sacred Hearts. Time had passed and things were coming along well.
Since you were recovering, I didn't want to bring this up until I thought you were strong enough. There is talk of a new project Spirit is working on, and I know you. You are naturally curious.
I guess I am. I'll need to know the assignment detail before I considered anything as big as this last experience. Fighting Lucifer and Lilith took a lot of strength, and I'll need all my strength. Spirit was working on a really big project that I wanted to know more about because it could possibly be something I would take interest in. Germaine, Angela, and Gabriel wanted to know too. Chloe decided she wanted to finish what she was working on before the war started, so she didn't want to take part in new projects. I felt like she probably was trying to keep busy to forget about Lucifer. They were beginning to date. They were an item for a while, and now that he is responsible for the underworld, they can no longer be. My heart went out to her, and I wished her well on her endeavors. We all did. It was a big project Spirit was working on, so no one really knew what was happening, other than Priest Most High and Archangel Michael. The project was complete, and Archangel Michael and Priest Most High told all of us about it. They needed volunteers to become human, but still have their abilities as angels and souls to live the life they would in the Land of Sacred Hearts. What was left of my class from preschool onwards are all wanting to volunteer for this project, including myself, with the exception of Chloe. Archangel Michael shared that we were from the same soul family, the reason we were all grouped together as kids and all the way through school. I'm the only one from my class that never got promoted to a bigger set of wings, and because of that, I was likely not remember much about my life before migrating to Earth. The vibrational level changes and is much denser, so I would have to work 10 times harder to obtain my gifts and use them properly. Archangel Michael then asked,
Do you want to get your wings first before volunteering for this huge project? This is not a project that you will return from right away.
I can do this. I want to do this, and I can never forget who I truly am. My family won't let me forget either. And they proceeded. Priest Most High wanted to send us off as couples in union as our soul names and earth names. The names we will use will not only be our names in the 7th dimension, but in the other dimensions as well. Germaine, Ariel, Gabriel, and Angela all enter the portal designed to turn them into humans along with a sacred ritual, where they all have an agreement on this particular project to live in multiple dimensions as humans, and live as they would in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th dimension, but 7th would be where we reside. Germaine kept his name and added an E on the end of it to have it be pronounced the same, but spelled different. My name went from Ariel to Ashley. We became Germaine and Ashley Starr. Gabriel became Gary and Angela became Kayla, and together they became Gary and Kayla Hermit. We were about to set out, but before we did, we said goodbye to the land, and I said goodbye to Black Stag, also known as Star. Star is her real name that we are now using. I never got a chance to release her from me because I haven't gotten my wings, but I asked her to protect the land as I would until I return. We both shed a tear and walked away. We left with only the resources we would need to start a life and a family. We were all on to our new journey. This was only the beginning, and it most definitely came with challenges, but nothing we couldn't overcome.
Soul Family 6, the Chosen series.
Oh, did you think that was the end? Nah, stay tuned for features from Soul Family 6 Series 2, The Land of Tara.
So she cast a spell to remove all the citizens in the land of Tarok immediately to the safe shelter built in the unseen under her spell when the battle began. Be careful, my son, with your obsession with material things and money. I don't want you to be a vulnerable source for dark entities. They feed on greed. All right, my son.
Ma, you don't have to worry about me. I don't have an obsession. I just make sure we have everything we need.
Lady Ashley decided to cloak the entire land and area with her magic to be on the safe side. She was known as the magician in the land of Tarok. Be gone.
So sweet.